So today I had a really great day because I made a video this morning about how I kind of want, the father who is world leaders to kind of make the world decisions just because that's how it should be. And then straight afterwards, I was thinking in my head, I'd far rather be in a jacuzzi than in a courtroom. And then, like 3, 4 minutes later after that, someone called a client who I have gone to David Lloyd's gym. He's a member of David Lloyd's, and you can get a guest in. He's got a few guest passes, and I went to there with, well, basically he invited me to the David one. So I went to the David Lloyd's spa. So I had a really good time in the Coventry branch. I've not been there before. I've been to the other. There's two near here that I've been. Well, one in Worcester and another one. But anyway, yeah. So that was really good. I loved it because I got time to think, and it's just so calming being in a jacuzzi and just relaxing. Although there was this weird, there were these big, like lots about 4 or 5 tennis courts, and then this big sign saying head, 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 head all the way across it. And yeah, I noticed that head also said he had, but I don't know. There's two different meanings because I was saying that I'm trying to listen to my head, and then I go to a jacuzzi where I just see head, 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 and then it also says he had. If you think about, I don't know what that means, but I was trying to figure out and I couldn't, so I gave up. And I noticed the jacuzzi, the bubbles also stopped working, which was strange because they were apparently working up until, well, I don't know, but they didn't realize it was broken until after I got in. But I actually prefer it about the bubbles because I find the bubbles just push me off the seat. Anyway, and I prefer still water. But yeah, and I noticed also there was this girl that had a little mermaid doll, and every time I walked from the jacuzzi to the steam room and sauna, it was very obvious that this mermaid, little Ariel, it's an Ariel mermaid. Actually, there was two. There was a blonde one and a red one. But yeah, I kept seeing it, and it kept reminding me of the Ariel film. And then afterwards, I had a nice meal, and it took ages. It was like a 40-minute wait for it. But anyway, there's this also a little kid running around that had Los Angeles written all over her t-shirt, and I was just thinking about how much I know I need to get to Los Angeles. That's where Hollywood is, and like out of all the characters, Buffy is the one that I most relate to. I love Sabrina, but it's not realistic for this world, so Buffy is the most that I relate to. But yeah, I just was thinking, like, Buffy has to go to Hellmouth, especially Kendra as well. That's why she went to the Hellmouth, because it's like the Hellmouth, that's where you have to go. And then it just kept reminding me of Hollywood. Holly is code for evil and or unpredictable, spontaneous, and a bit creepy as well. But yeah, so I know that Los Angeles, Hollywood, that is where I need to get to, and just seeing these signs, kind of that mermaid thing, just kind of reminded me of the scene where Sebastian's saying to Ariel, undo this, go back to the sea witch, become a mermaid again, and just go under the sea. And yeah, I think fish people, well, fish are incredibly dumb, and so I think even though being a mermaid sounds good, I don't think it is. I think a mermaid kind of represents someone who's like half smart and then half dumb, because fish are quite dumb. And yeah, I kind of see fish people, mermaid people, as being like not fully intelligent or something. So, but yeah, the options were to go back into the sea and just have a miserable life, or go off in to find the castle and to find Eric, whoever that represents, whatever. And yeah, maybe it represents Big Brother, or there's a bunch of other things it could represent. But I know that if I need to get anywhere, I need to go to the Hellmouth, and yeah, Hollywood, that's code for Evilwood. So yeah, that's kind of where I need to go. Although I don't know if I'd actually be a Slayer or the vampire there. But anyway, I can be both. That'll be fun. So yes, I need to get there, and I don't know when, because I'm still hoping that people will come to me soon. Really, really hoping that will happen. But I've decided that if it doesn't, then that is definitely the next place I'm going to be visiting. Why waste my money going to Egypt, where I went last time? The whole place looks like an absolute dump, and the government charges tax on houses that are finished. So basically, all the houses there are unfinished and just look like rubble, basically. And it's just like, why would you do that? That's just awful. Why am I going to these places when I do actually have money? I don't have a lot of money. I'll probably be staying in hostels if I did go. But I like staying in hostels because you get to meet people. You know, why would you be in a hotel room by yourself when you can be in a ugly room full of bunk beds and full of people that are probably interesting and have big life stories and stuff. So yes, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but if nothing happens in the next few days, I will book a flight to Los Angeles. I don't usually go away in England in the summer because England weather's fairly nice in the summer, hence I like to make the most of it. But actually this year it's pretty shit. It's been like raining and cloudy most days. So yeah, I'm happy to go to Los Angeles and just see where it takes me. If I end up coming back, then I will just accept that it's going to be a long wait until something happens, and then I'll. But the thing is, I don't want to. I can't do massage right now because I'm constantly reminded that I'm God, and it's so depressing being a masseuse, knowing that you can't tell the people anything because they don't listen or hear, or the second they walk out the door, they'll just blank out everything you just said, and it's just so frustrating. So I'm not going to start that. But if I end up going there and then coming back, finding nothing has happened, then I'm at least just going to say, okay, well, there's going to be a long wait. Let's accept it, and maybe I can. I don't know. I'll start work if I need the money. But yes, I don't know what the plan will be or what will happen. I just know that if nothing happens in the next few days, I need to have some sort of plan, and that is. I know also Madonna kind of started off that way. I don't know if she went to Los Angeles or New York, but she went to one of those two and was just like, we're going to do something. And that's, after seeing the mermaid one and then also getting reminded by it every time I saw that doll, it's just like, I'm going to do that. And, but yes. And the client that took me to this place also said he probably could get me a really cheap flight. So we'll see if that matriculates into anything. And I know it will probably be a week or two if I were to book my own flight. It will be a few weeks before I actually go, but that will give me enough time to finish off the floor. I still haven't done the floor in this area, but yeah, my house is getting quite dusty without it, so I really need to finish that. But anyway,